How to become emotionally untouchable. You don't lose control in one moment. You lose it slowly. Every time someone gets under your skin, makes you explain, makes you react, makes you feel something you didn't choose. You think you're responding, but you're not. You're being moved. Most people believe emotional strength means feeling less caring, less detaching from everything. But that's not strength, that's avoidance. Real emotional control is something else. You feel everything, but nothing controls you. Not their tone, not their silence, not their approval, not their rejection. And that changes everything. Because once someone can control your emotional, they don't need to control anything else. One emotional control equals external control. Think about the last time someone got a reaction out of you. Maybe it was a commentaire, delia, message, look, small things. But they changed your state. You felt irritated, anxious, defensive, hurt. And once your state changed, your behavior followed. You responded differently. You spoke differently. You thought differently. That's the key. They didn't control your actions directly. They controlled your state. And your state controlled everything else. Most people are emotionally programmable. The reason this happens is simple. Most people run on emotional triggers. You can predict them. Criticize, they defend. Ignore, they chase. Praise, they soften. Challenge, they explain. Reject, they overthink. It's not random, it's pattern, and patterns can be used. Not always intentionally, but always effectively. Once someone understands your emotional triggers, they don't need force. They use pressure. 3, reaction is the point of control. People think control looks like dominance. It doesn't. It looks like reaction. The moment you react automatically, you give up position. Because now, your timing is not yours. Your tone is not yours. Your direction is not yours. It's shaped by what just happened. That's why some people can control a room without raising their voice. They don't react. So nothing moves them. And when nothing moves them, others adjust. 4, the dangerous loop. Here's what most people don't see. They believe, I reacted because it mattered. But often, it mattered because they reacted. Every reaction reinforces the loop. You react, they learn. They repeat, you react again. Pattern locks in, now it's predictable. Now it's usable. Now you're no longer being engaged with. You're being managed. 5, why emotional people lose power. This is uncomfortable. Because you can be right, justified, reasonable, and still lose power. Why? Because emotional expression is visible. Control is invisible. And in social dynamics, what's visible is what's judged. If you react strongly, people don't process your logic. They process your state. And once your state becomes the focus, your position weakens. 6, being untouchable doesn't mean being cold. This is where people misunderstand. Emotionally untouchable does not mean numb, detached, distant, robotic. It means you choose your response. You feel the trigger, but you don't obey it. That difference is everything. 7, the first shift. Notice before reacting. The first step is not control, it's awareness. Most reactions happen instantly, no gap, no space. So you need to create one. That moment where you feel it, but don't act yet. That's where control begins. 8, silence is not weakness. Silence is often misunderstood. People think silence equals losing. But in many cases, silence is control. Because silence breaks expectation. It interrupts the loop. It removes the predictable reaction. And that forces the other person to adjust. 8. The moment you don't react, the dynamic changes. This is the turning point. The first time you don't react, people notice, because the pattern breaks. Now they don't know what will happen, what you're thinking, how you'll respond, and that uncertainty returns your power. You don't become emotionally untouchable by controlling others. You become emotionally untouchable when others can no longer control your internal state. So the goal is not to feel less to, care less to, withdraw. The goal is to stop being moved without permission. If you've ever felt like people could control how you feel, comment 1. In part 2, we go deeper. How people subtly trigger your emotions without you realizing it. Part 2. How people quietly control your emotions without you noticing. No one needs to control you directly. They just need to trigger you. And once you react, they're already in control. Emotional control doesn't usually look obvious. It doesn't look like orders, commands force. It looks like tone timing silences subtle shifts. And the most dangerous part is this. It feels natural. You think, I just felt that way. But you didn't. You were guided there. 1. The silence trap. One of the most powerful triggers is silence. Not random silence, strategic silence. Someone stops replying, pauses, mid-conversation, withholds reaction. And suddenly, you feel something. Anxiety, curiosity, tension. Your mind starts filling the gap. What did I do? Did I say something wrong? Why are they quiet? Now notice what happens next. You reach out. You explain. You adjust your tone. You moved. They didn't. That's control. 2. The validation switch. Humans are wired for approval. So when someone gives, it then removes. Your system reacts. At first, they respond fast. They engage. They show interest. Then suddenly, they pull, back delay, become neutral. That shift creates instability. And instability creates focus. Now you try harder, think, more adjust behavior. You didn't choose that. You were pulled into it. 3. The micro disrespect test. This one is subtle. Someone slightly interrupts. You ignores. A point responds. Colder than usual. Takes longer than expected. Nothing extreme, but enough to create friction. Now your system reacts. Should I say something? Did they disrespect me? Am I overthinking? And what do most people do? They explain, they justify, they try to rebalance. But in doing that, they lower their position because they responded to the test. 4. The confusion loop. Confusion is one of the strongest control tools because a confused mind seeks clarity, and in seeking clarity, it becomes vulnerable. Someone says something unclear, then contradicts it, then acts differently. Now your mind is trying to understand, decode, resolve. And while you're doing that, you're engaged deeply, emotionally, but not on your terms. 5. The emotional hook. Some people don't push you, they pull you. They trigger curiosity, attraction, interest. Then they withdraw. That creates a hook. Because now, you want resolution, you want closure, you want understanding, and that desire keeps you engaged. 6. The inconsistent signal. Consistency feels safe. Inconsistency creates a tension. If someone is always the same, your brain relaxes. But if someone shifts, warm, cold present, distant engaged, silent, your brain locks in, because now it's trying to predict, understand, stabilize, and that mental effort is a tension. 7. The delayed response effect. Timing is everything. If someone always responds instantly, you relax. But if they vary, timing, you start noticing, checking, waiting, thinking. And that waiting creates emotional investment, not because of content, because of uncertainty. 8. The subtle power shift. All these tactics share one I thing. They shift who is reacting. If you are reacting, you are adjusting. If you are adjusting, you are following. And if you are following, you are not in control. 9. Why this works so well. Because it doesn't feel like control. It feels like emotion. And people trust their emotions, so they don't question them. They just follow them. The moment you understand this, everything changes. Because now, you don't just feel, you observe. You don't just react, you notice the trigger, and that creates distance. You start seeing patterns. Why you feel anxious, why you feel pulled, why you feel reactive. And once you see the pattern, it loses power. If you've ever felt pulled into emotions you didn't choose, comment 1. In part 3, we go deeper into the most important shift. How to break emotional triggers in real time. Part 3. How to break emotional triggers in real time. You don't lose control because you feel something. You lose control because you act too fast. Most emotional reactions happen in less than a second. No pause, no awareness, no choice, just trigger reaction. And once that happens, the moment is gone. So the goal is not to eliminate emotion. The goal is to interrupt that chain, to create a gap, because in that gap you regain control. The gap is everything. There is always a moment between what happens and what you do. It's small, almost invisible, but it exists. And that's where control lives. Most people skip it. They go straight from trigger reaction. But once you learn to stay in that gap, everything changes. 2. Name the trigger. When something hits you, don't react immediately. Instead, label it. Not out loud, inside your head. This is irritation. This is pressure. This is insecurity. This is a test. The moment you name it, you separate from it. You're no longer inside the emotion. You're observing it. 3. Slow your body, not your thoughts. Trying to control thoughts is hard. Controlling your body is easier. So instead of fighting your mind, control your physical response. Don't move immediately. Don't change posture. Don't shift tone. Stay still, even for 2-3 seconds. That stillness breaks automatic reaction. 4. Delay your response. You don't need to wait minutes, just seconds. That micro delay changes everything. Because now, you're choosing, not reacting. Even a short pause creates authority. 1. Reduce your output. When triggered, people talk more, explain more, defend more, justify more. That's where they lose. Position. So instead, cut it. Say less, shorter response, cleaner tone, no extra explanation. Now your reaction is controlled. 6. Don't match energy automatically. This is where most people fail. Someone becomes cold, you become cold aggressive. You react emotional. You escalate. That's mirroring. And mirroring removes control. So instead, stay in your baseline, not theirs. 7. Let silence do the work. Silence is uncomfortable, especially when tension is high. That's why people rush to fill it. But silence is powerful because it breaks, rhythm creates, pressure forces others to adjust. If you don't fill the space, someone else will. 8. Don't try to win the moment. Winning emotionally is not about proving a point, getting the last word, being right. It's about not losing control, because the moment you stay grounded, you already shifted the dynamic. 9. Exit when necessary. Sometimes the strongest move is disengagement. Not dramatic, not emotional, just stepping out, ending the interaction, moving away without explanation, without performance. That's control. Here's the shift. Before, trigger, reaction, regret after. Trigger, awareness, pause, choice. That loop changes everything. Because now, nothing moves you automatically. You don't need to become stronger. You need to become slower. Not physically, emotionally. Because speed is where control is lost, and stillness is where control returns. If you've ever reacted too fast and regretted it, comment. 1. In the final part, we bring everything together. How to live like this daily without becoming cold or distant. Part 4. How to live this without becoming cold. There's a mistake most people make. They think emotional control means distance, so they become colder, quieter, less engaged, and slowly they disconnect from everything. That's not control, that's withdrawal. Because the goal was never to feel less, to care less, to shut down. The goal is something much more precise, to stay fully present without being emotionally moved against your will. That means you still feel, you still care, you still engage, but nothing pulls you out of yourself. 1. Be present, not reactive. Most people confuse engagement with reaction. They think, if I don't react, I'm not present. But presence is not reaction. Presence is awareness. You can listen fully, observe clearly, understand deeply, without reacting immediately. And that changes how people experience you. 2. You don't need to prove your state. A lot of emotional behavior is performance. People show anger, interest, hurt, excitement, because they feel they need to prove it, but you don't. You don't need to. Show everything, explain everything, validate everything, because your internal state doesn't need external confirmation. 3. Stop seeking emotional balance from others. This is critical. Most people don't just feel emotions. They regulate them through others. They need responses, replies, validation, attention to feel stable. That creates dependency, and dependency creates vulnerability, because now your state depends on someone else's behavior. Emotionally untouchable people break this loop. They stabilize themselves. 4. Don't chase clarity from everyone. Not every situation needs resolution. Not every interaction needs clarity. Not every person needs to explain themselves. But most people seek answers, seek closure, seek understanding. And in doing that, they give away control, because now they're chasing instead of choosing. 5. Keep your internal state separate from external events. This is the core shift. Something happens, someone says something, Someone does something, and most people absorb it immediately. They let it define how they feel. But emotionally untouchable people do something different. They separate what happened from how they feel. That space is control. 6. You can care without losing control. This is where balance exists. You don't need to become detached. You can care, deeply value. People feel emotions without losing control, reacting impulsively, being pulled into patterns. That's the difference between being emotional and being controlled by emotion. 7. Your energy sets the frame. In every interaction, someone sets the emotional frame. Most people adapt to it, but you don't have to. You can. Stay calm, stay measured, stay consistent, even when others shift. And over time, others start adjusting to you. 8. Consistency in state, flexibility in response. This is the formula. Your internal state, stable. Your external behavior, flexible. That combination creates control plus unpredictability. You're grounded, but not easy to read. 9. You stop being easy to move. This is the final transformation. Before, small things shift you. People influence your state. You react automatically. After, you notice, you pause, you choose now. You're still present but not movable. You are no longer someone who reacts. You become someone who observes, first decides, second acts, last. And that order changes everything. You don't become emotionally untouchable by building walls. You become emotionally untouchable when nothing outside you can decide what happens inside you. If this changed how you see your own reactions, comment 1. And this week, don't try to control people. Just watch what moves you. Because the things that move you are the things that control you.